Hi everyone, this is Sarah Fancellis from the Columbus Public Library, and today I'm going to be showing you how to join together your granny squares. There really are sort of endless possibilities of the things that you can make when you join together your granny squares. Some of the fun projects you can do would include like blankets, vests, purses, pillowcases like this one that my mom made here. For this she used a less traditional type of granny square pattern. I believe it's called a sunflower granny square. And then she joined them together and made a pillowcase out of it, and she sewed a fabric backing on it. But you can look online and get inspiration for thousands and thousands of different project ideas of things you can make just by joining together your granny squares. There are several different techniques you can use to join together your granny squares, but today I'm going to be showing you the method that I feel is one of the most simple ways of joining them together, and it also is a way of keeping them so that they lay flat pretty well, which is just my preferred method of working. You can also use any color of yarn you want to join them together, depending on what kind of style you're going for. So you could add another fun color in there, or you can stick with the same color as your border. It all depends on what you want to do. I'm going to be using a size 4 hook today. You can use whatever size hook you're comfortable with. All right, so let's begin. So the first thing we want to do is take the front facing sides of both of our granny squares and bring them together so that they're facing each other. And you want to line them up. The best way to do that might be to look at the corners, make sure the corners are lined up with each other. Then I'm going to take my yarn and my hook and place the hook through this little corner section on both granny squares, and again make sure they're kind of lined up with each other on the edge that I'm going to be joining them together on. Then I'm going to loop my yarn around my hook and pull it through both corners, and I'm going to hold the tail end of my yarn behind with these fingers so it's out of my way, wrap the working end of my yarn around my hook, and then pull it through that loop that I just made to create a little joining loop. Let's see, I'm going to pull it kind of tight to make it more secure. Some people prefer to tie a knot on the corner right there to get started. It's really just a personal preference thing. You can do it however you want. And now that my edges are lined up, my corners are joined, I'm going to begin stitching down the side. And to do that, I'm going to go into the next closest stitch to where I started, and I'm going to push it through the inside stitch of both the joining squares. So I'm going through this first one there, and then the inside stitch of the second one. And that's what it'll kind of look like. Then you're just going to wrap your yarn around your hook and pull it through everything to create a slip stitch. And that's what we're going to do on the entire edge. So then you're just going to go to the next stitch over, place it through the inside stitches. Some people prefer to go through the entire stitch like that. It's just a personal preference thing. I'm just going to go through the inside ones, and I'm also going to be keeping my stitches pretty loose because that'll help it lay flat more easily. Alright, so I'm pulling through there. Looks like it's stuck on something. There we go. I'm going to pull it through everything, and then I'm going to go to the next one. And you're just creating slip stitches all the way down. And remember to keep them somewhat loose. You don't want to go too tight. And try to keep up with where you are so you don't accidentally skip a stitch, and so that you don't accidentally get them out of alignment. You want to try to keep them perfectly aligned. One's getting caught. There we go. Mine keeps slipping out, so I'm going to back up, pull that out, start over on that one.
Alright, so that's what we have so far. Almost done with the edge.
And now we're at the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and join the same way I started, where I'm going to slip it through both corners and slip stitch through there. Alright, so let's take a look at it before we cut it. I'm going to pull out some of this so I don't lose it. And then we're just going to lay it flat. And check out both sides. So that's what this side looks like, and then this side is the front, and as you can see, it looks pretty neat, pretty clean, and gives it kind of a cool design. And now they're joined together. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to cut that tail end and pull it through. So I'm just going to leave a few inches, trim that, and pull my loop out and tighten it. And that is how you join together your granny squares. And you can continue doing this on different edges. You could go all the way around to create a blanket, or you could go long ways this way and keep joining them one at a time to create a scarf. The possibilities are really endless. You can tie off or tuck in your tail ends as you go, or you can do it at the end once you've completed your project. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe to the Chattahoochee Valley Library YouTube channel for more virtual programming. And I hope that this inspired you to make many projects with your own granny squares. Thank you so much and have a great day.
We are springing into summer learning at the Chattahoochee Valley Libraries, and the program you just attended is one of the ways you can earn completions. Just go to cvlga.org and look for Spring into Summer Learning. You can register yourself and your family online, and then start reading and attending our online events. That's all you have to do. We're giving away weekly gift certificates, and every completion you make enters you into a grand prize drawing for tablets, games, gifts, and more. Remember, you have to register to win. cvlga.org, and we'll see you online again real soon.